Welcome back to Allianz Stadium. Night number 2 of qualifying finals, and a good crowd across the ground there. Mainly centering on the Roosters bays that are always highly populated by them, as Jamie Soward takes out the Penrith Panthers. He's been a monumental player after Penrith has had their club basically decimated by injury. And it is quite astounding. It's amazing the job that Ivan Cleary and his training staff and playing staff have done to reach this level of our competition. Jamie Soward, of course, only one of 2 players in the Penrith side that have felt grand final victory. Peter Wallace went out through injuries. This fellow had to pick up the pieces and guide Penrith not only around the ground but to number 4 on the premiership ladder. And now Anthony Minichiello, a proud night for him. Takes the Roosters out. Jerry and Azura, mum of the baby. Game 300 for Minichiello. 21st player to do that. And the next time he goes out, he will equal Luke Rickettson's club record for 301. As good a bloke off the field as he is on. Debuted in 2000 against the Dogs, and leading try scorer for this year amongst the red, white and blue. So minor premiers last year, premiers the same year, World Club Challenge winners the same year, minor premiers again this year. Doesn't get much better than that. They just presented the JJ Giltinan Shield a few minutes ago to Jake Friend. That was a nice touch from the chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission, John Grant. So the Giltinan Shield doesn't have to leave its berth at Bondi Junction.
Hold on, bro.
So the Roosters will run from left to right. Jared Maxwell is our number 1 referee. Henry Perinara is in the co-pilot seat. Matt Moylan urging them on as he turns and then puts foot to ball. And the ball going down to be taken by Mitchell Pearce, and they send Wairia Hargreaves back to a point just inside the 20-metre line. So the Roosters then with the first set. Nigel Plum and Sika Manu in that tackle on Kenny Dowell it was. This is Evans. And there's a lost ball in there. First carry for Kane Evans. There's been a bit of finals nerves there. And the scrum will go down. And the Penrith fans enjoying this very early opportunity from just 30 metres out.
And also an indication of how difficult it will be to go through this Penrith middle. You see there Plum and Brent Kite combining. Basically 3 front rowers in their starting pack, with Nigel Plum going back to lock to cover Adam Docker's absence.
Mitchell.
They've got some size there, and all the Penrith side to the left of the scrum.
Soward going away to Idris, and he got rid of Mitchell Pearce with brute strength, a big fend, and it's played on the 20-metre line. Here's McKendry now. So Sam McKendry, the New Zealander, playing the ball just inside the 20-metre line. Back for Seguiaro, 6 tries this year from dummy half, and he goes away, and it's gone out and picked up by Watene Zelezniak in jumper number 5.
Seguiaro nailed by Jared Wairia Hargreaves after he passed. He was not happy.
And the winger is hurt as well, Watene Zelezniak. He's not well. As we see the players inside the 20-metre line, they go behind Plum and go to Soward. The ball has gone away then to the second row forward, Matt Robinson, and they're only about 5 metres out from the line. They come back to the 15-metre point for the kick by Soward, and Jennings, the former Panther, into the air and snuffing out the Penrith attack. Not one of Jamie Soward's better kicks. As Tupou takes the second play of the second set of the night for the Roosters from Bondi Junction. Here is Tuivasa Sheck. Clouds coming across the stadium, quite thick and quite dark. No score on the board in the early seconds of this game, and Kane Evans, his second carry of the night. This one with a lot more surety plays it on the red line. Back for Pearce. Right foot kick. Going down towards the eastern side of the ground. Running towards the north. It's been trapped by the feet of Moylan. This is Mansour. Certainly up amongst the best wingers in the competition these days. And this is Dean Farah, just outside the 20-metre line. Henry Perenara working the game over the ruck at the moment. McKendry out to 30. Then Seguiaro, now Manu, out to the 40. Good run by him, driving with those big tree trunk legs of his. And Manu gets it almost to the halfway. So it was a brilliant game for Manu, and now he gets a penalty. Brad Fittler's joined me in the box. So is Andrew Johns and Peter Sterling. Brad?
I was watching in the warm-up, sick of Manu. They'll do a lot of short balls to get him running at James Maloney. Hopefully bringing in Michael Jennings, and I'm sure they'll utilise around the outside later in the game. But I think James Maloney want to get his shoulders warm because Sicker will be there all day.
How do you feel when you're watching Penrith play the Sydney Roosters? Brad Fittler.
Well, at the moment, Rabs, given what Penrith have done this year, I'm a Rooster at the moment, but there wouldn't be a prouder person in the stadium if Penrith got up.
Henry for Seguiaro, and now for Plum. It wasn't a good pass for the big fellow, but he was able to pull it in. Now Seguiaro comes away to Will Smith. He puts a grubber kick in. There's a chance here. No, it's too late. Well, Timmy Zalesniak it was in vain.
One pass.
And the closest thing to him after he put the ball on the ground was a camera located just off the corner of the dead ball line.
Well, there was a warning shot for the outside backs, the Roosters. If they want to come up in a very aggressive style, then they're prepared to kick him behind. Unlucky here.
So coming up to the 5-minute mark of this qualifying final. Of course, the loser of this will go back and play the winner of tonight's second elimination or first elimination final in Townsville.
10 metres. Back here, get to me.
So Jared Maxwell telling them to play on.
Yeah, good defence there from Penrith. Stripped the ball and dived on it. Brent Kite now brings it forward. They're certainly not intimidated in this final. The Panthers, they're enjoying the heavy stuff in the middle.
Here's Jamal Idris. As we look down the ground through the spider cam. It's taken ahead by Robinson. Just outside the 30-metre line, back to Mansour. Side on, the beards can get you confused. Played then by the winger, Seguiaro, coming across the 30-metre line and drifting the ball out, and has gone forward.
Go, Jay.
It's gone forward from the final pass out to the winger, Wateni Zalesniak, and
Forward pass, hand over here.
Maxwell's calling it back for the turnover.
Yeah, just lost their way a little bit. The last couple of minutes they've been down here. The shock tackle from Will Smith kicking through. That went dead. And then not a great last tackle option there. As Waria Hargreaves brings it to his own 40. They'll have good field position at the end of this set, the tricolours.
Now for USA. Back from that leg injury. Now Mitchell Pearce, who's been in superb form. Taken to ground by Nigel Plum and Sika Manu together with Sam McHenry. Orbison playing at 9 tonight. Williams got a ball away. It's a borderline to Nuasala. That could be forward from Kenny Dow. Yeah, it's been called as such. He's called it back.
Oh, no.
That would have been a great try.
Minicello going down, turning to the crowd, appreciating the applause, but it had long been called back. Kenny Dow threw a forward pass that wasn't hard to pick.
Is what you were talking about, Joey, pre-game was Sonny Bill coming off that left foot, engaging the outside defenders.
This was close.
It always looks bad when your back's...
You turn your back.
Michael.
And the Roosters fans went up as one. Good on you, Minnie.
Us la-di-dahs, Rabs, we'll cheer for anything. Us la-di-dahs.
Look at us, man. Wait, now, get back. Get back. Now, wait.
I might have been the speaker, I wasn't the author. Here's Mansour. Play out to the 40-metre line. There's a bit of all of that in all of us. Now for Manu. So the Roosters fans, they go back to their seats after the anti-climax of Minicello scoring what was not a try. Now for Brent Kite, and he hammers it up to the 40-metre line. Grand final victory for him, Brent.
I think it was hit here from Jared Hargreaves.
And Seguiaro's knocked on.
You take it, mate.
That one is right around the top.
Roosters feet there.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a double whammy here with Kite hit hard by that swinging arm from Wairia Hargreaves. And we might not have heard the finish of this yet.
No, we haven't. We're about to hear a little bit more about it.
No, well, you're the captain if you want to know what's going on.
He's leaving the field under the concussion rule at the moment.
It's the face of a warrior.
I don't know. No, well, I don't know. It's high contact.
Stay out of it, Jamie.
Yeah, mate.
You haven't got a problem. Brent Kite's got the problem. And
Yeah,
so
totally
Jared.
understand, but unfortunately the laws of the game don't allow the fact that he might be falling. It's contact there to be on report. Yep.
So Jared Wairia Hargreaves on report.
Jared plays really aggressively. It's a fine line with Jared sometimes. How would that affect his mindset?
He's normally pretty good, Joe, and I think that's something he's really perfected over the last couple of years. I remember watching him at Manly.
Thanks, mate.
That could have affected his whole game, but I think he'll be right.
So the free kick taken by Penrith's Jamal Idris. He'll play the ball 15 metres out from the line. Here's Mansour, strong runner, but you can't run without legs, and Williams made the tackle. Now it's come away to Lattimore, who's come on for Brent Kite. And very close to the line. So are they going to be the first team to score? Seguiaro away to Soward, then Moylan, now Mansour. So the Roosters urgently getting their line reorganised as Moylan gives it to Smith and now to Manu. And Manu again troubling the Roosters. This time while in reverse. Fifth tackle then, Seguiaro behind two decoys. Soward kicks, he's looking for Mansour! It's gone out on the fall.
Go to 30.
So back for the 7-tackle restart. Brett Finch is doing sideline tonight. Brett?
Yeah, guys, just a quick question there. How far can they go back? That next play had gone on, and Seguiaro had made the mistake, and then the replay come on, and he went back to the tackle before. So that's an interesting one there.
Cordner.
Well, they wouldn't have gone back if it hadn't been a scrum and the time taken for that to be set, you would imagine.
So Wairia Hargreaves is on report. His tackle on Brent Kite. Here's Sonny Bill taking it down to the 40-metre line. Penrith end of the ground. Play back to Orbison, and he dummies to Nuasala. He may not have wanted to dummy. I think he was going to give it, and then he realised it might have been a forward pass to put it on his chest. Played by the stand-in hooker then, or dummy half for Jake Friend. This ball bouncing away, and diving on the crumbs on the ground is Wateni Zelezniak.
It's great play from the young wingman there. Those sort of 50-50 balls, you can come up with those 50-50 balls in big games. It's telling at the end of the game.
Far right, Moylan goes across the ground to Idris, and he loses the ball. He was hit hard by Williams. And so the Roosters come up with the ball.
That's a big victory to the Roosters. Jamal's going to drive Mitchell Pearce mad all day. He's about 115 kilo. And Sonny Bill Williams has sent a message there. You want to run at my halfback, you got me to contend with as well.
Jennings now. Cordner. Right side play. Pearce. Wairia Hargreaves. Just hitting it up, and Pearce is faded away out there to the right. They come back to the blind to Tuivasa-Sheck and now to Jennings, and Jennings is able to get a ball away, and Tupou got a ball inside. It's loose. It's eventually taken dead by the Panthers.
Goal line drop here, Chids, if you've got anything.
Tenny Zalesniak eventually getting to it.
They're very dangerous down that short left-hand side. Sorry, Ray. And Boyd Cordner got very close to that. Good scrambling in the end by the Penrith side, but they'll be under more pressure through the line dropout.
Well, that was one of the periods in the game when Tuivasa-Sheck was playing from the fullback position and Minicello was over on the right flank. And we almost saw, I think, winger to winger with Tuivasa-Sheck and Daniel Tupou getting involved.
It was nice last night to see centre to centre. Dylan Walker throwing it to Turisami Ava.
It's rare.
Is there a knock on here from Boyd Cordner?
Thank you.
Yep.
Scrum.
Yeah. Geez, that's good refereeing. Such a big play. The repeat.
Back off Penrith and knock on by you guys.
That's a perfect example. I'm harking back to that debacle in Brisbane that night with Gillett getting sent to the sin bin. If they go back, nobody seems to mind as long as you get it right.
It's common sense.
Yeah, I mean, somebody upstairs has just told Jared Maxwell, he said, hey, you've got it wrong. The restart is a scrum. And really, what should have happened in Brisbane was somebody should have tipped to Ben Cummins and said, get him back out of the sin bin and make a play the ball over where he was ruled to be offside.
I think one of the important things is too, Ray, is it got done quickly. We're not sitting here watching 10 replays. It got done quickly, assertive. Let's get on with the game.
This is this young winger, Tenny Zalesniak, playing the ball inside the 20-metre line. Seguiaro to left. Jeremy, he fell victim to injury, I think it was. Joined that long list of players in the hospital ward. And Nigel Plum, he took a hard hit, and I think it hurt, but he's not going to show you. And Soward kicks, and wasn't a late tackle.
Jared, I'm out. That's all right. He's made a tackle.
Gone out on the full.
Whoa. Don't run in. Don't run in.
Well, he's gone for a 40-20 here, Jamie Soward.
It's a changeover.
Hasn't hit it well at all, so it's play on. He's getting back out.
Changeover.
His position to the left.
It was the pressure from inside, which it buggered his angles up. He was looking for 40-20, but the pressure from the inside made him turn his shoulders towards the sideline, which put the ball out on the full.
That's a tough kick, isn't it, Joe? Being a left foot kicker standing on the right-hand side of the play of the ball.
Just he's about to kick here. See, he changed his angle there. Just changed his angle towards the sideline. That's why the ball went out in the full.
Yeah, it was Nuasala coming at him, and he's an important inclusion with Guerra and Napa on the sidelines suspended. Return of Frank Paul Nuasala very timely as we're getting a little bit of blood attended to on the brow of Nigel Plum.
I told you that tackle hurt him, but he wasn't going to show you. Well, he's made a liar of me.
That's a first. Him getting split.
What, making a liar of me?
No, being split.
What, the Plum?
Oh. You love finals, though. It brings the best out, doesn't it?
So here we go with the Roosters. And Cordner will play the ball just outside the 25-metre line. So the Panthers, 13 and a half minutes into the game. 0-all. A dubious pass there. Mitchell Pearce is with the ball now. Over the top of him comes Robinson. Matt Robinson. Good story, him. He's come from oblivion to get here. Here they go. The Roosters cutting back on the inside as Kenny Dow, but he's given the ball to Nigel Plum. Moylan. Idris now.
A bit of a problem out there for Matt Robinson, but he's back on his feet now. They are causing real problems down that right-hand attacking side of the Roosters. Sonny Bill Williams attracting 1 and 2 defenders and really making it easy for the players around him to find some space.
It might have looked good, Sterlo, but the Roosters have completed 1 from 7. The coach won't be happy with that.
Mansour. Seguiaro. Oh, it nearly took Nigel Plum's head with it. And Soward then rakes one back and across, and it's been allowed to go just inside the 30-metre line. So immediately following us, we'll be taking you to Townsville for the elimination final up there between the Cowboys and the Broncos. The Queensland Derby, we're told it's a sellout up there at Townsville at 1,300 Smiles.
What a game. Who do you like, Freddie, in that one?
Got to say the Cowboys.
That's terrible. 1 from 7.
Yeah.
6 from 10 for Penrith, and the longer this game goes that Penrith can go set for set with the opposition, the more they will grow in stature and confidence.
Jennings goes short away to Sonny Bill. So Williams is 35 metres out from his own line. Kenny Dow takes it out to the 40. That's the second tackle on this set then. And can they complete their second set of the match? Wairia Hargreaves able to unload. He downloads to Orbison. And Orbison will play the ball. 43 metres out. And it comes from Minicello, a dummy half, to Nuasala, to Pearce. And Pearce has got Robinson around the legs. Oh, Sonny Bill got a ball away. I don't think he was tackled. It's gone on to Minicello. And Minicello was put down by Seguiaro. Penrith fans enjoying that. Here it's with Evans now, and he's taken play down to almost the 20-metre line. So Kane Evans plays the ball. It's gone through sets of hands, and Maloney puts a kick in, a banana that's gone down over the dead ball line. So it'll come back out. Robinson, of course, this young coach looking to coach the victorious team. Took them to victory last year. Chance to go back-to-back with minor premierships.
I don't know about a nervous start, but it's a clumsy start from both teams. Attempted banana kick from James Maloney. It wasn't even close. Both sides guilty of that in good attacking position, not getting it right at the end. Moylan out of dummy half. Nice 10 metres towards halfway.
They're matching them. Tackle for tackle, run for run. This team that people thought would just absolutely fade out of the equation. Roosters have got the ball now. 14 weeks they've spent in the top 4 the last 14 weeks. And they've only been out of the 8 once this year, Penrith. It is a performance of gigantic proportions by the club. The coach, of course. He must be very, very good at what he does. He's certainly got players believing in him. Tupou played that ball. Williams has lost it. It's gone down for Moylan to play on.
Here we go.
So Penrith have got an overlap over there, but Moylan decided to make ground himself. Tackled by Pearce. Now it's with Mansour. He comes back at Nuasala. Played 35 metres out. Soward gets it on. This is Robinson with the ball. Just inside the 30-metre line. Seguiaro for play. Runs at Kane Evans, and Evans deals with him. Seguiaro again. Good little player, isn't he? And I hope you enjoyed that piece at the top of the telecast. It was heartwarming, wasn't it? Here he is again. He puts a kick in that's well taken by Maloney, but Maloney was met immediately by Seguiaro, and then Big Sam McKendry came in and put Maloney down. Vasa Shek trying to dance his way around Sikamanu. Down on the 20-metre line. Roosters and Jennings. It's going from one end to the other. But the Roosters, the completion rate, as Blake Fittler pointed out, is way below what the coach would want. So now Sam Moa. Got to be honest, I never thought they would start a game again without Sam Moa. He just is so good at what he does. Now Moylan, and he's taken 10 metres out from his line. A comment from the sideline, Brett.
Yeah, guys, just an update on Brent Kite. Kitey's returned to the bench, and he looks like he'll return to reaction sometime soon.
You talk about Sam Moa, Ray. They found they were fading in games. The Roosters are called offside. the Panthers fans have been actually calling for this play. They've been fudging a bit on the ref, so yeah, Sam Mull, they found they were fading, having Jared and Sam on the same time and then both coming off. I think it's worked perfectly. Having Sam come off the bench gives him real punch.
So Jamie Soward finding the line at around about the junction of the 40-metre line.
That's the first quarter of this game gone, and it is just simmering, isn't it? Neither side are in any stride or rhythm whatsoever. A lot of errors in this game. Now it's got to be about controlling the football for the rest of this first half.
Played then by Nigel Plum. Anderson has gone off. McKendry, or should I say Anderson has gone on and McKendry has come off. As Penrith take it with Robinson down to that point on the 30-metre line, centre of the ground. Seguiaro behind Lattimore to Soward, and now Brown is on. It's Lewis Brown on the 20-metre line. Soward is drifting over to the centre of the ground. It all looks rather nonchalant, doesn't it? Out with Will Smith, and here's Robinson, who's drifted out to that left side. The two bearded lookalikes out on that left side. Soward steps, he beats Muller, he flick passes, it's gone from Anderson and out to Moylan. Moylan flick passes, Brown has got the ball, it's back to Will Smith, it's gone back into the middle of the park and it's there knocked on by Jamie Soward.
Change over.
Well, a terrible pass from dummy half to Jamie Soward. And you can't get a decent kick in at the end if you're scrambling because the pass isn't delivered where you need it. Both sides are right off their game at the moment.
22 metres out from their own line. The defending premiers. They defended their minor premiership successfully. They'll get a chance if they win this grand final coming up in a few weeks' time to defend their World Club Challenge trophy as well. The Grand Slam of Rugby League is theirs to be defended. So Pearce, 35 out from the line. Maloney puts a kick in. A lot of height to Moylan, and Moylan, well, that's well done. I know nobody went up with him, but there was plenty of personnel in the area and making a nuisance of themselves. But the kid, I heard Andrew refer to as a reminder of Darren Lockyer many years ago when he was wearing the one shirt. And there's no doubt about it, he's got some similarities to Lockyer. I also think there's some similarities to Billy Slater in the way he plays the ball. Certainly with the busyness.
He's busy around the ball.
Yeah, he loves to get involved. Anderson. Seguiaro. Soward. And that left foot kick, seemingly done with ease. Down to Tuivasa-Sheck. And he lost it. He lost it back, though. He lost it back. Idris is saying, what about that? But Perenara said no, quite definitely he lost it back. And played there by Kenny Dowell. As we have a look at it, he's got his hands a long way from the body. And he lost it. And Jamal might have been right when I look at that replay, but the angle was difficult. But the referee, Perenara, was right over the top of it. And he said, no, backwards. 40-metre line then. We're down at the Roosters end of the park, played by Tupou. And that is Lou. He's got it to the halfway line in jumper number 13. Yes. Kicks over towards Moylan again. He'll get some cover. And Moylan comes out the other side. Moylan with a big run right down the right side. And loses the footing as he tries to step inside off his right foot. Here is Watene Zelezniak. Look at that pass. All of 20 metres over to Soward. Waving players around him. Idris has got the ball. There it is out the back door again. And it's with Robinson. He tries to step through. 25 away from the Roosters line. Seguiaro to Brown. Brown. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what he thought he was doing there, Lewis Brown. He didn't know whether he wanted to give it or not give it. But now it's gone to Anderson. And he'll take it to 9 metres out from the line. So now Penrith with 2 tackles on the set remaining. And Seguiaro Over to Soward. He goes out to Idris. There's one coming. Mansour scores the try. There's Roosters blowing up out there. Perenara's going to point to the spot. First points of the game to the underdogs. Mansour at the 26th minute.
And we go back to the tape from Matt Moylan and emerging out the other side after the Roosters chasers had overrun him. And then at the end of the set, a lovely ball here from Jamie Soward. That eliminated Sean Kenny-Dow, created a 2-on-1. And Jamal Idris on the Harvey Norman replay to Josh Mansour.
Who threw that first pass? Wateni? So there were two beautiful passes, weren't there? Yeah. So here's Jamie Soward about to attempt conversion of the try scored by Josh Mansour. And it's away to the left of the uprights. A couple of beautiful passes involved to get the ball across for the try from Mansour.
Yeah, and this is a piece of play from the young fullback we keep talking about to get him on the front foot. He didn't panic either. Took the tackle, quick play the ball, and then 3 plays on. Beautiful pass from Soward. They screw in the corner. But Matt Moylan, under pressure, it's probably his first time on the big stage. And under pressure, what a future.
After the Moylan break, an outstanding pass from Wateni Zalesniak as well to get it out wide. I thought they wasted the opportunity on that occasion. Jamie Soward sort of slowed the play down and brought Jamal Idris slowly back on the inside. They had them there, and they let him off the hook, but fortunately, they made them pay a couple of rucks later as a restart. So Penrith bring it back to Anderson.
So Penrith, described by one of the journos today as the David rematch between David and Goliath. And David got a shot under the solar plexus to go to the lead at 4-0. But it didn't come until the game was at around about the 25-minute mark. They played the grand final, these two sides, back in 2003 when Penrith scored an upset victory on that night. 18 played 16 at the finish when Penrith won that premiership. And this is 0 tackle for the Roosters. And now they get a penalty.
That's poor.
That's alarm bells there. Error, penalty. That's should be alarm bells now for Penrith.
And we keep pointing out how important after you score points it is to get to the next kick. And Penrith failed to do so, and all of a sudden they're back on their own line.
Looking forward to seeing the mindset of the Roosters here. Where they want to thinking try's the only option. Be a nice time to spend a few sets of 6 down here.
Mallow makes the progress off a second marker, a second pivot I should say. Now it's gone to ground and they have recalled it.
Came off Jamal.
Well, that shows you the mindset of the Roosters at the moment. A little lack of respect here. James Maloney knew he was under pressure, but he decided to go through with the pass. And that's worse than careless. That is what the coach won't be happy with. He knew he was under pressure there. He shouldn't have passed that. He should have taken the tackle. But instead...
It's an underrated part of Jamal Idris's game, his defence. Where he defends, it's got the inside eye camera here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was Jamal laughing.
Jamal
Right, let's
laughing.
start. Sam, let's go.
But defensively, where he defends, he's defending
Matt,
as a 5'8", and he controls that edge, and tremendous vision and some great reads in defence.
And Maloney by Sean Kenny Dowell, who's come from the right side of the field over to the left. Maintain some pressure here as Michael Jennings takes them on. Jennings and scores!
So Michael Jennings, the former Panther, with a head problem.
Well, that was Travis Toomer, the physio, touching his head, saying he's concussed. On the Harvey Norman replay, it was all determination.
Was it ever?
Get out of me way.
The try, scoreline number 3 for the Sydney Roosters. He's done very well there. Michael Jennings. The Roosters lifting to come from the western touchline.
Back at Allianz, and the Panthers had that 4-0 lead only for precious seconds, really, before the Roosters level it up. 4-4 with Maloney from the touchline. On its way, looking beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely kick. James Maloney. Roosters, 6-4. 8 minutes to half-time. Red, white and blue.
I was desperate to see where the leadership was going to come from. Michael Jennings wasn't the man coming to mind, but it's the ex-Panther. He was released from Penrith for not showing those type of signs, but he's turned it all around and got the Roosters to a lead of 6 points to 4.
And he's got himself after the concussion examination. Custy. Kenny Dowell.
He's only had a handful of games in the top grade, but that was terrible defence from Will Smith. It was 2-on-2 down that short side, and he just stayed back, sat back, almost looking at the opposition winger, and got caught out. They should not have scored there. Now they're on a roll. Sonny Bill Williams.
So 8 metres into Penrith territory, and Hastings is out there now. It's come to Cordner, and he's able to get a ball away. Thought they may have called held by then, but they haven't. And it's with Moa. Centre ground. And son of Kevin Hastings is out there now, replacing Orbison, and up goes Moylan. It comes down though, and he's offside. Dean Farray in front of Matt Moylan. Youthful face of Matt Moylan. He went up, he's come down. And of course there was a real contest for this. Comes off him. Doesn't get any help, does he? Oh, hang on a moment. Did they miss something there? Was he tackled in mid-air, or was that player contesting the aerial? Here's a barging run by Moa. Hastings then, spinning it away to Pearce. Out the back to Maloney. Here's a step from Maloney. Maloney close. Hastings into acting half. So now to Williams, and on it comes from Lou. Out to Pearce. Stutters there. Left foot, right foot, then Tuivasa, Jack Cordner, good. Orbison still out there. Orbison, a weaving run. Orbison still going. 2 metres out from the line. 6-4 in favour of the Premiers. the defending premiers. Pearce, Carsty, to ground it goes. Put on the boot then, and towed through by Wateni Zalesniak, and has been fielded there by Tupou for the Roosters. That's back to tackle one. Tuivasa-Sheck is with it now. And Will Smith over the top of him with Lewis Brown.
Again, inexperience there from the young winger. Should have dived on that football to get his side possession. They needed it. That's Castick, centre field, 31 out.
So Pearce, over it goes to Williams. They've got some numbers developing. Now it's gone out to the captain, and Minicello spins and comes back to be tackled on the 10-metre line. Tackled over there by Lattimore. Now it's come from Maloney, gone away from Moa, back into the middle.
Still short this way, Penrith.
So Hastings, now Pearce, goes behind the decoys. Tuivasa-Sheck puts the kick in. It is going to be a 7-tackle restart out at the 20-metre line. Aidan Guerra up in the coach's box, alongside there of Jason Taylor and Trent Robinson.
Zero, boys, zero.
Napa, Guerra, Friend, all out of this side tonight. Now Mansour, and he'll play the ball about 5 metres his own side of the halfway. Soward.
Jackson, don't work.
There's Dylan Napa and Jake Friend. Watching him nervously from the sideline, and obviously with Michael Jennings up in the sheds. Mitch Orbison, the versatile Orbison, has gone to left centre.
So Soward along the line, Smith onto Brown. Brown's pass has gone down, knocked on by Farray. Advantage rule applies, Roosters ball. Maloney getting it away to Cordner, and Cordner pulled down there by Brown. On the 40-metre line. Hastings then flicking a pass up. That looks horribly like it might have been forward.
Yeah, it was level at best, wasn't it? And gets a penalty.
All over.
So just when you thought that maybe there was going to be a scrum, loose head and feed to the Panthers, it's a penalty to the Roosters.
Yeah, and I fear for the Panthers here in these final moments before half-time. In a very scrappy first half, and it's important that the Penrith side don't concede, as Michael Jennings looking to impress the trainers enough that he can come back. Oh, we've got a knock on, first carry.
Can you take this one?
Sam Moa. And that just about sums up this first half. It was a wonderful opportunity, and just the tackle going on, a bit of contact on the football, and all of a sudden it just disappears. A great chance before the break.
Jennings, Michael, just after scoring the try, suffered a head injury, and they've taken him back to the sheds.
All the way in.
So
Hold it.
I guess he's under that 15-minute
Now Jackson, let go.
rule where he'll be tested. And so it's with Robinson now. Just outside the 20-metre line, made by Matt Robinson. And this is Murdoch Masilla, who's out there. Playing it back to Seguiaro. That's Anderson. So the bench has been used in total by both coaches. So they've both had a pick at their 17. As this ball goes rolling away down to Minicello in the in goal. And he'll get it back without any problem. And Seguiaro is there to take him down together with Soward. And we've got just under 2 minutes to go before the break. Tuivasa-Sheck is with it.
Well, we may go into the sheds with just 10 points in total on the scoreboard. I think we'll see plenty in the second half.
Tupou now. So Pearce goes along and throws the pass to Moa. And now for Pearce again. All going along the line, and come down to Tuivasa-Sheck. He's tackled on the halfway line. So there's enough time to move it down the ground and give themselves a chance, but kicked over into the corner of Wateni Zelezniak, and he'll play the ball just outside the 20-metre line. And Moylan stepping off to the right of the man playing the ball and passing back to the left to Mansour. Moylan again a dummy half, and here's McKendry. 6-4 the score, and we've got about 45 seconds of this first half remaining. Robinson.
Hasn't he been good, Matt Robinson?
He has indeed. And here is McKendry now. That's the man we're talking about, Matt Robinson. Here is Soward putting a little kick in. Yeah, it's found it now. So that'll be, I would imagine, enough. I don't think they're going to get to half-time, or should I say, I don't think they're going to get to the scrum in time to beat the clock to half-time. They'll stand around and have a bit of a mag to each other.
Yeah, quizzical look there from Jamie Soward, and I think that both Trent Robinson and Ivan Cleary cannot wait to get to their charges at the break.
So there it is, half-time. Players basically said, well, that's enough, we don't need to play anymore. Not now, anyway. 6-4 at half-time in the qualifying final. The Roosters leading the Panthers 6-4. Brett Finch.
Yeah, Piercy, what's got to be done in the second half to win this game, mate?
Yeah, we just got to tighten things up. We're way too loose. There's plenty of errors there, and just pushing the pass, it wasn't needed. So got to get back into the arm wrestle, get to some good kicks, and let the game take care of itself.
Well done, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
So 6-4 at half-time in favour of Mitchell Pearce's side. Been a monumental performance by them to get even this far, and even a loss tonight, and I'm not saying they're going to lose, but that still leaves them in the equation. McKendry with the first carry of the second half. You're watching the qualifying finals, first weekend of the magic of September. And the ball played over there by Murdoch-Masila for Brown to take a run. Up towards the halfway line then, so it would seem they're going to complete this one nicely. And it's one of those sets that we talk about as being one that you want to get it right.
That's a really good set. That's a power set. 2 touches from Murdoch-Masila, and they'll be kicking from 35 out.
Soward had to hurry this kick, and Minicello goes up and comes out running, then throws a pass back on the inside. And it's come back to one of his teammates in Mitchell Pearce.
Yeah, I think you'll find the ball knocked out, Ray. I'm not sure he threw a pass. I might be wrong, but it certainly flew out.
Kenny Dow. Well, he attacked the football like Moylan did in the first half, which eventually led, of course, to the try for the Panthers. And here's Minnie getting some help to get rid of the ball from Jamie Soward, in fact. Here he is again with the ball. Oh, Mitchell Pearce got blindsided by his opposite number. And now taking it ahead is Carsty. 35 metres out from the Penrith line. Hastings came on. Good. To do the dummy half work. Orbison went out to the centres, and up goes Moylan. It went back, and it's picked up by Pearce, and he puts it down. Mitchell Pearce puts it down for a try.
Go back to 1.
He might want to check the contest.
I think a lot of the contact, the original knock-on plus the second one, please.
Well, this is interesting. Because to the naked eye, first up, it looked as though it was a decent challenge, and the ball has just gone back into the path of Mitchell Pearce. The referee on field has said no try and wants to have a look at a couple of the contests here. Again, we look at the first priority, and that is that the chasers are onside, which they are. Anthony Minicello only eyes for the football, so too Matt Moylan. And the ball bounces up. We'll have to have a look at the Minicello, whether he gets a touch at all, and if he doesn't, I can't see anything wrong with it.
He gets a touch when he leans, hits the ground, Minicello. He gets some whiplash. His head bangs on the ground after he hits the surface. I think he gets a hand to it here, Minicello. You watch his head when he hits the ground here. Whack.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see what Jared Maxwell's on about. He's saying that Minichiello's got a piece of that.
Yeah, he has.
And it's gone forward off him, not backwards off Moylan. It's gone forward off Minichiello's hands.
So did he get the first touch? Will this be a
I think he
knock
has.
on?
I think that's exactly what Maxwell has seen. And there is the confirmation of the head referee's judgment.
Knock on.
Knock on against Anthony Minichiello. Loose head and feed. We'll go to the Panthers. And he just asked a question.
South didn't even go for the ball then. He stood there as a block off, didn't he? He was there before the ball got there. He was there before the ball got there.
Inside eye camera.
Sweet.
With
hey, Sammy, you got a bind.
close up of Boyd Courtner. He wants to contest the judgment of Jared Maxwell. It always surprises me. I mean, it's over and done with. It's dusted. Not even the captain on this particular occasion could make any inroads, but Boyd decided he'd have a chat anyway. All to no avail. And we're 20 metres out from the Penrith line with playing the ball Anderson. Now Robinson. Heading to the Gold Coast, I think, next year. This is Seguiaro. Out on the 30-metre line.
Lewis Brown taking it towards the 40. That's the last tackle. They haven't gone that far.
Soward down in front of him. And then this ball put down the ground for Minichiello. But still as evasive as ever, isn't he? Former winner of the Golden Boot. Best player in the world that year. And he's still in his retirement year as fast as ever and so evasive. Tupou. Andrew.
He loves when you call him the cat.
The cat, the mountain cat. A couple of nicknames, Mini. Mountain cat counts. So down on the 30-metre line, here comes Mitchell Pearce with the ball and a short pass up to Sonny Bill Williams. Playing it back to Hastings. Now to Kenny Dowell, and he shapes to put it out the back, and he doesn't. He fools them. They took the dummy, and Kenny Dowell has scored.
Well, how does he do this, Kenny Dowell? At the end of the tackle count, plenty of Penrith defenders there, and Sean Kenny Dowell, who can score a crucial try in a big game, down the very short side on the Harvey Norman replay, throws it out. Jamal Idris goes to the man. Jamie Soward is turned inside out. Mansell misses, gets the ball down.
The try, number 4 for the Sydney Roosters, Sean Kenny Dowell. He's 11th try of the season. Sydney Roosters extend their lead to 10-4. Short side play, a dummy from Kenny Dowell. He goes himself. Try time for the Sydney Roosters.
Well, welcome back to Allianz. And this man who just loves finals football. He was a grand final hero. He played with a broken jaw. He's thrilled the red, white and blue crowd again with this deft piece of dummying. And he ran out of dummies, really. He just put it over the line and left them grasping at midair. Sean Kenny Dowell. So Maloney is a couple of metres in from touch on the western touchline. And he's 23 metres out. Just to take it out. Just that extra couple. And they could become very valuable as we get to the back end of this game.
You go back to the play of the ball, it was all Jackson Hastings. I was speaking to Trent Robinson during the week, and it was a toss-up, all to do with experience between Lestrange and Hastings. I spoke to Craig Fitzgibbon in the warm-up, and he said, well, Jackson Hastings played himself, trained himself into the team. What a great decision, and a big decision for a young kid to go to Sean Kenny Dowell late in the tackle count like that.
Casty back to the 20-metre line. About the length of Kenny Dowell's arms. Have they ever been Ever been measured? Are they legal? He's 3 metres out and he reached out and put it over like the Harbour Bridge. This is Cordner.
He had them watching. They're all looking at the ball.
Little Sam. Right in the middle of the ground. Hastings. Williams. Put down about 35 out. On 5. And here they come again with the kick from Pearce. Kenny Dowell after it. Bounces. It'll bounce into touch.
Scrum.
Sideline comment, Brent Kite. What's the story there, Brett?
Yeah, he's just returned to the field for that set of 6 after the try to Kenny Dow. So he had a whack above the eye there, as you can see.
Wow.
Nice black eye there for Kitey, but that's a great boost for the Panthers to have their most experienced front rower back on the park.
He looks like it's not uncommon.
Suits him well.
Yeah, that's right. Mansour, one of them myself once, got hit in the eye by a squash ball, Pete. Will Smith.
Just keep your eye on the ball, Ray.
Yes, I will. Now it's out to Moylan.
I also didn't know it could be illegal to have long arms.
Well, it's in the rule book. It's illegal equipment. Tentacles not allowed. Here is Brown. Now across the face of Kite. This is McKendry. Melbourne and Canterbury tomorrow down at Amy Park. The Dogs up against the Storm, fighting for survival. Minicello. Tuivasa-Sheck, the heir apparent to that one jumper. 12-4 the score immediately following this. Will go live to Townsville for the Queensland Derby. Who'll live, who'll die? Cowboys, Broncos at a packed Suncorp Stadium. Out for Tupou. Match coming out of 1-300 Smiles. I forgot to give the sponsor a plug. Haven't won yet. Here's Pearce through again. He had support with him. Minicello it was. Hastings got a touch. They're heading to the line. Will they get there? No. Casty, the Frenchman, plays it back to Minicello. Now to Williams. Fends off Soward. Flops it over. Kenny Dowell again. Dowell. He's out of 1, out of 2. Now they reel him back and put him away.
Good advantage. Never got back on side. Excellent refereeing. And the Roosters now a full set. And I think they've got a sniff now, the Roosters. Can feel some more points coming here. Lovely footwork again from Mitchell Pearce to take the line on, and they were lining up in support.
So they're lining up now. Williams. Now from Hastings. Long into Pearce, short round the back to Moa. 2 metres out from the line at the southern end of this ground.
Watch for Cordner.
So away they go, out towards Maloney. He had Cordner running adjacent to him on his left. Hastings, back to the open side. Pearce, Williams. Might have hurt himself here. No, he's okay. So back it comes from Tuivasa, and it's gone to Moa. Now to Castian again. He might have reached now to penalty double movement. Well, the Frenchman, he thought, nobody's watching. I'll do this, it'll be okay. And Jared Maxwell stood on his hand.
Yeah, I think it was a loss in translation there.
Coming through, mate.
You can apparently get away with this in Perpignan and Avignon.
Yeah.
Hold here.
He's gone close twice in as many minutes.
He's landed on the same blade of grass. What was his name, the bloke from West Tigers? He had 5 goes here one night, and his dad had just flown in to watch him. Was it Gareth Ellis or something?
Gareth Ellis it was.
Yeah. The Englishman, he had 5 goes here. His dad arrived an hour before the game, and Gareth had 5 tries denied. So Carsty knows what it feels like right now with 2 on the board. Manu.
It's an accidental forearm. Okay. It is an accidental one. He's still got him high, but James Maloney. I understand that, but you still got him, mate. Have a look. Shoots. Yeah. Hey, understand.
An accidental forearm here.
Yeah, that's right.
Surely that's just play
He
on.
had no control over that then. That's in slow motion.
They're going to call him out. I've got to say, what a great passage of play for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
They somehow stopped the onslaught early.
Yeah, penalty. It'll be a penalty.
And then defended the full set of 6 on the line.
Yeah, I will.
And they've now jagged a penalty 40 metres out. The next set they'll be attacking. Great passage of play.
Even this far out, with still half an hour to go, they have to be the next to score, I believe. Roosters get another one on them. I don't think they could run them down.
Let me put up the Holden Cup scores for you. 2 matches played here today or tonight. We've gone through the twilight hour. Knights and Dragons. Dragons won by 8 points. And Roosters and Warriors. Warriors won by 14. They're the Holden Cup scores. And they're on the attack, the Panthers. Played by McKendry. Here is Seguiaro. This is Nigel Plum. 8 metres out from the line. Nuasala out there in 20. Now to way to Sauer. Moylan, no look. Chance here. Faray. He's over. Faray scores. Panthers strike back. They bite back into the deficit.
And they strike back beautifully. And the fans who've travelled here know that that is just what they needed. As Brad Fittler pointed out, it comes on the defence at the other end. Look at the ball here from Moylan. Catch and pass, and the footwork from Dean Faray gets him through. That's timely.
That was nearly a replica of what you pinpointed before the match. You're talking about him being a halfback, and he has beautiful hands. And instead of cutting that bloke out, Faray, he's just decided to give you that little ball there. That was the one you highlighted. That's when he looks like Lockyer. Well, the big number 1 jumper is looking at the cameras, but it's Faray that scored. He's a wonderful player, but Moylan has played a massive role. And it almost replicated what Andrew John showed us earlier in the preview. Sauer then, 15 in, it's good, it's over the black dot. Panthers are still here. 12-10, 53 gone. Now the Roosters start to dawdle back. Look at this. No look, Andrew, look at that.
Oh, that is class. Soft hands, the no look, and just the practice, the combination. He knew where Faray was going to be. What about that, Brett Finch?
Unbelievable, Joey. What a great bonus for Penrith to have signed him for 2 years. He just loves the big stage. And also, how many times did he come up with a field goal in close games this year? Could happen again tonight.
The game was never over, don't get me wrong, but the Panthers, they've got to stay in touch. They've got to go blow for blow with them. Sterlo's just made the comment. They've got to be the next to score. Even at that time, 12-4, they had to be the next. And they were. Brown plays the ball. Seguiaro, Kite, 4 grand finals, 2 victories with the Eagles. Smith. Jamie Soward, of course, with the Panthers. This is Kite again. He's been to a grand final victory, of course, with the Drags. Now Soward puts the kick over, and it's beautiful. Oh! He took it beautifully, and there was no hand on him when when he came to a halt, it was like he'd come down a slippery dip. He knew he had to put the brakes on. He did that, but you're still entitled to put a hand on him and put some force into the tackle. So into touch goes Minicello. Catch is lovely. But that's not a second effort by Penrith. He's trying to surrender, you understand? And they're entitled to do what they did.
It's where the Panthers love to put these set moves on. Got everyone out on this left-hand side. Players in motion here.
Listen to that crowd in the background. The choir from the foot of the mountains. They're into the game. 23,500 here tonight. And the Panthers on the attack, and it's with that man again, Moylan. 10 out from the line. 23 years of age. And it's with Idris. Pearce is in there trying to take it off him. Seguiaro, they're going to watch him from there. 6 tries, dummy half this year. Kite. Here he is again, Seguiaro across the face of Plum. It's with McHenry. Will Smith pushed out of the road by Seguiaro. Penalty goes Penrith.
No.
Penalty Penrith, you take the leveller.
Oh, I don't know, Ray. Most of me says no, but I think they've got to take them on offer in a final.
We're going to take 2.
I think with Soward.
2 points.
Soward, there's no better player than closing a game out. They get 12 all. I think Soward backs himself to he can close out even this far out.
One of the main reasons he was signed was his game management, and we've seen that this year. He's been absolutely superb, so they'll be happy with a tight game. I've got to say, Ray, before the match, thinking about Penrith, every time I've heard one of their players interviewed this season, they've always said, we know the role, we know where we are and what we have to do and our responsibilities. Now, every team should probably be able to say that. But the other team I hear that most from is Melbourne.
Yeah.
And everybody knows their role and their responsibilities, and players crave that. That's what they want to have going into a game.
Well, here's the kick for penalty goal from Jamie Soward. He's kicking confidently and kicks it into the terraces down at the northern end. 12 all, 58 gone.
He's done a fantastic job, the coach, Ivan Cleary. I saw him on the way in this morning before the game. I asked him how he's feeling, how the team were. Because with David Fairley, didn't want to give away much. He's brushed a few of my calls lately because he thinks I want to ask for something. But the one thing he did say, and the one thing I'll always remember, he said, how good is it? Semi-finals are here. He knew he was going to be here. He knew he had the talent. There's plenty of trust in this group, and they're showing it now.
Jamie Soward gesticulating out there. He looked like a traffic cop. Probably looking across at the coaching box and just getting a clarification that I did the right thing. Maybe that. Maybe I'm way off the mark. Doesn't matter. Kite plays the ball. Plum goes for a run. Peter's point is well taken. But I think the amazing feature about all of this are the number of quality players that he hasn't got to use at this vital part of the year. They've staggered, they've stumbled, they've clawed and they've fought to get here. And now they're saying, we're not going to be ever termed an easy beat.
And this is where they work hard. They kick early, and then the next 2 plays after a kick, you watch the speed of the line to put pressure on the attack from the Roosters.
Well, we've still got Roosters players coming back to get onside to help out, and that's the 3rd tackle.
McHenry and Plum making that tackle. And here's a run for Wairia Hargreaves. Big Jared placed on report earlier in the game. Roosters now crossing the halfway line through Evans. Orbison back at 9. With the position occupied by 9. The kick from Maloney is weighted just too heavy. Just too heavy for the Chasers.
Oh, he's cool. This young man is very, very cool. If that stays in the in-goal area, he's in all sorts. But he knew he just had enough time to allow those extra couple of rolls. Come out, it looks like Faray.
It's an interesting story, Moylan. He came through the 20s and he wasn't setting the world on fire, but they thought they'd give him a chance in New South Wales Cup. They had a vacancy there. And as reading where Gus said today, that was the making of Moylan, playing against grown men, adults, in New South Wales Cup as opposed to under 20s. Seguiaro has got a cramp.
Tackle 4.
Well, see, he's got a problem, Seguiaro, because his arms aren't long enough to reach down to alleviate the problem.
This is 4.
He needs Sean Kenny-Dowell to come over and help.
Sean's okay, he's a mate of mine, he'll cop a
Or
sweep.
you run and you get tackled, it's a changeover.
The inside eye.
With the brains trust there. The spine of the team, the halves.
The inside eye.
Fullback.
The good thing is they look calm.
Just ear wigging, eavesdropping.
The best part of the game to go, 20 minutes. And for Panther fans, you should be confident. They're nice and calm, they know what they need to do.
Fittler's been rocking from left foot to right foot. For the entire length of this game, we've been here an hour we've been here. He's rocking to and fro like a manly filly. He doesn't know which way he wants it to go. Moylan, that's got lovely weight on it. This should be a repeat set. Repeat set.
Well, we've spoke about Moylan and the class. This is the best piece of play I've seen from tonight. He gets the ball under pressure here with the defenders on him, and have a look at the awareness. Firstly, to put the kick in, what kick where, but then the touch to get it through the gap and perfect distance. Perfect touch.
Look at these two out. Look at the two outside men, the 3 and the 5. They go down with him. They form the umbrella, and then they show Minicello the area behind the dead ball. Youthful face, isn't it? The face of a future star.
Yeah, they were getting on top, the Roosters, and they're a little bit back on their heels now. They thought that they had the running and they didn't score, and the opposition did, and they're just reassessing their situation now, the Roosters.
This is Mansour. And just looking at the completions, they've been significantly better for the Panthers in the second half. They both had 20 uses at half-time for 13 completions. Penrith had a much better share of possession, and they have completed well in the second half. 12 all the scoreboard. And across the ground goes Idris. Soward gets it on. Here's Moylan again. And well done by Minicello. Beautiful stuff from Minicello. It's obviously very slippery out there, but his cover-up work has been outstanding. Here's Moylan with this weight, and then Minicello across, sliding into it.
He's a very good target, though, with Tenny Zalesniak with that kick. He's got blinding speed. They can get one through and somebody out of position. He's got the pace to make it count. Last tackle now.
So Pearce puts a kick in. You heard the referee say the tackle's okay. And it's coming back with Roteni Zalesniak now. And he's run into Sonny Bill Williams. And the ball has been lost, but I thought there might have been a hand in there.
Nice ball.
Perenara, Henry Perenara, he was standing right over the top of it.
No, he didn't. So you have a great mistake and knock on his face in that way.
Tackle.
Well, Jamie's got
Tackle's
one
complete.
referee and James has got the other. They have cornered them.
Jamie.
I think he's right.
I did too.
I think he's right, Jamie Soward.
No,
Sonny Bill Williams plays at the ball,
I'm sure he's
and it
right.
goes forward.
We get on with it, and we're not stalling going.
He plays at the ball here, and he appeals there, Sonny Bill. Then it's a second go. He knocks the ball out and it goes forward.
There's no doubt about it. And then Soward saying, how's it a knock on?
Wait here, huh?
Arms around.
Well, you can see from Sonny Bill's reaction how big that call is in the context of this game.
He doesn't become that animated all the time, does he? Something has tickled his fancy, and that was very much the case. But I think Jamie Soward was right. Here's Cordner. Not often we all agree in the commentary box, but that was one time we did. Wairia Hargreaves is 10 out from the line. Orbison, Pearce. Pearce goes behind. Oh, Maloney has run into the back of Williams. And a penalty has been given to Penrith.
Yeah, great decision.
Jamie, can't be
great decision.
In view of what happened earlier, it's a great decision.
It was a set play.
Mate, who are you refereeing? You've got to ref both sides, mate. This is ridiculous.
Be careful.
Mate, it's ridiculous.
Be careful.
You're refereeing them on us.
If Jamal Idris is not included there, he lands.
He stopped.
Okay, I'm not going to explain it to him.
Well, they had a set play and it all went wrong. And I know James Maloney stopped, but he caught the ball well inside Sonny Bill Williams. Had to be a penalty.
Okay. Okay, Jamal.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joey. The fact that players rely on being able to stop and go to the ground looks too uncomfortable to me. It's a penalty if you duff the player.
The other point that we're probably overlooking is probably one of my pet subjects at the moment. Players, captains, challenging referees at a penalty, at a scrum. You can't do that. Sooner or later, a referee is going to say, go away. It's a penalty. I'm not cautioning anybody. Go away. Here's Manu. Sideline comment, Brett Finch.
Yeah, there's plenty of chat out there, boys. They're sledging each other into the referee. It's going to be a great final 15 minutes.
It's a case of karma, I think. If we were right about what Jamie Soward was complaining about, one or two plays later, Karma stands up, and here's Soward going across the line. Idris, he flops a pass over then. It's picked up by Plum. He gets it back to Moylan. Moylan gives it to Seguiaro. He kicks to his flankers. The bounce is important. It's on the ground, and Wateni Zalesniak's into touch.
Go through, Jared.
Change over on the end of the set.
Jeez, that was good play.
I thought there could have been a knock-on from Toops.
Oh, it was great play.
Oh, Cordner. He caught the ball just before it touched the ground. Now Tuivasa-Sheck. 25 out from their own line, the Roosters. Kenny Dow scored that marvellous try. And they force him back. Big Idris pushing him back to the 30-metre line. Sam Moa right on the 40-metre line now. Finals football, first weekend. The line cross. Minicello, it's Jennings. Did it travel forward? Yes. That's what they've called the men with the whistles. It travelled fractionally forward. Minicello, is he okay?
It was a great defensive read from the centre here, Dean Farrow. You can see the play unfolding. And he puts his eggs all in one basket, comes up off his edge to shut the play down. You can see it unfolding, then he comes up and he attacks Minicello there, and then his wingman outside of him followed him in. That's really great defence on the edge. You see the wingman, Dallin Watene-Zalesniak.
Yeah, that's
follows.
it.
That's not a mouthful.
Brad, let Brad pronounce it for you.
Dallin Watene-Zalesniak.
Oh, thank you.
The thing is, a bit like the first half, when they were just taking them on, they knew they were going to, Penrith were going to jam up and in on them. They've lost their patience again.
Start the process, come on.
They've now given the ball up on the halfway. There's 13 minutes to go.
You and me, Rabs, we're going with Watene-Zalesniak, aren't we?
We are going to stay with Watene-Zalesniak, but Peter, Andrew, Brad, loose head feed, scrum on the halfway.
Loose head?
All the way in, Sonny.
Sorry?
Loose head and feed. I haven't really heard that in a while. Because the scrums don't really matter anymore, Rabs.
Brad, I've been saying it since you started with us. Why would you wait till tonight?
The game's down there.
I understand that. I was going to ask for a collective opinion. 12 out minutes. Is it too early?
No.
That's all I ask. Suddenly I've been put out on a bench and carved up by the fiddler.
Well, they won the loose. They won with the loose and feed.
I think it is too early.
Thank you.
I think they're 5 minutes away.
You might be surprised to know, Brad, but they still have a loose head and feed. And I know they're a waste of time. Here's Farah. Now Manu. He just completed his apprenticeship.
Smith back on the inside now.
Yeah, good on you, Pete. Here's Farah. So just inside the 20-metre line, the Space Cadets are at me. 10 metres out, right in front for Seguiaro. Here's a chance here. I thought he was shaping for it, but it's gone backwards for Manu. Dived on by Maloney. Well done by Maloney.
One of those 50-50 plays. This is probably on the line there, James Maloney. That's a huge play.
Panthers fans echoing their sentiments. They're disgruntled over there. Played by Jennings. Orbison, Moa to the halfway. Pearce. Here's Williams. Out to Kenny Dow. Kiwi to Kiwi. Played on the 40-metre line. Tuivasa-Sheck on the high ball for Maloney. He gets under a tackle from Lewis Brown. He gets out of another. He gives it to Pearce. He goes for a Hail Mary ball. It goes to Wairua Hargreaves. This is Harlem Globetrotter stuff here. Orbison, he keeps it alive. It's snatched out of the air, though, by Will Smith. He trips over a couple of fallen players, and Pearce has got him tied up. One of the fallen players hasn't gotten up yet. Now it's with Mansour. Looney is down injured. There's James clutching at his left knee. So now it's Plum, taken by Moa. Nigel Plum. Here is Brent Kite.
Here goes Jamal with one of those cross-field runs. Maloney isn't in position. So he decides to straighten up. Pulls through.
Idris inside the 20. This is the last tackle coming up. It's gone to Soward. Soward puts a little kick into the in goal. They're coming fast. But Minicello runs it dead.
Maloney leaving the field. It's an ankle problem. And that's good play. That's that game management I was talking about with Jamie Soward. He knows it's a little bit too early for the field goal. If they can get the try.
Walk away right now.
That's the huge result. This was the last tackle. And Maloney, he was collateral damage there.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I know. That's why I was hanging back. I thought they were going that one. Yeah.
Panthers fans right into this game, as are the Roosters. Why not? 12 all. Line drop out down to Moylan. Now this is Anderson. Carries it back to the 30-metre line. 12 all. And we've got under 10 minutes to go now. Moylan will play the ball. No, I think he called hell, did he not?
Oh, yep.
He did. He said go back. Seguiaro for Smith and now for Kite. Kite is taken by Williams. I'll tell you what, they're both very tired. Both teams very tired. Soward short to Manu. Manu at the 10-metre line now. Soward acting hard. The 17 is Anderson. Oh, Wairua Hargreaves. He pulled off a bell ringer there.
Might go here, Soward.
Seguiaro goes back to Jamie Soward. He goes over to Will Smith, onto Lewis Brown, out to Jamal Idris. The ball has gone down here to this young winger. But does he get it down? No, he doesn't. Great defence. Mansour couldn't get it down.
What a game. Over here. 10 by 10.
Well, that was the last tackle.
Mitchell.
I'm not sure whether Soward was thinking field goal or selling to the opposition that he was going to, and then throws the ball out to the left. But it's not a bad place to hand the ball over to the Roosters. Minicello across field and dumped on his back.
Good tackle by Nigel Plum. Kenny Dow. Now Tuivasa-Sheck, Brad Fittler.
There's a big set of 6 for the Roosters. Mitchell Pearce, he's really got to get in there tight, direct his troops around. He's got Jackson Hastings, who's not going to run on the end of this ball.
Hastings.
Oh, great play.
Jackson.
Penalty goes to the Roosters.
Mitchell.
I was in a room in Auckland sitting with Jackson Hastings, and he spoke to the group about how important it was and how special it was to play for the Roosters. It was before the Nines. It was crying. It was emotional. This is where he wants to be. He belongs on the big stage. He's come over the 2 biggest plays.
Wairua Hargreaves.
Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback.
So, will the Roosters take the shot? 7 minutes to go in the game. Why not? Maloney, is he back yet? Here's Nuasala to a metre or 2 out from the line. Pearce is standing deep. The ball has gone to him. He decides to run, and he's going to run right through. Somebody put him down, but they did in goal. That's a try. A look of great dismay on the face of Moylan, but it's one of great excitement for Mitchell Pearce.
Well, the Penrith defenders can't believe it. They're all looking at each other. So, well, what happened there? Why didn't you make the tackle? Well, Mitchell Pearce, I mentioned in commentary last week, that was the best game I'd ever seen him play. I wouldn't say the same tonight, but he might have just come up with the match-winning play, as long as there's no interference from the men who stop in front of him.
That's a try.
No, it's all okay.
Well, he's shaped. I think everybody thought he's going to take the kick. He's going to take the kick. And that was the little bit of hesitation they needed.
Do you have a concern with Seguiaro and Wairua Hargreaves at all?
No.
That's good.
Isn't that a big play? It's huge.
Wow. Just spoke about him standing up.
Hey, not going to discuss it with you like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Get a bit of chicken. Get yourself a bit of chicken.
Now the colours are coming out.
Oh, that was brilliant, Ray.
Well, Jamie Soward has just chased the referee again.
You had your opportunity down there and you approached me like that. I'm not going to discuss it with you, John. What's the difference? No difference. That's it. I'm not going to talk to you.
And last week we saw the big right foot step against South Sydney. Tonight's the big left foot step. Look at it. He's a different player, isn't he?
Well, hang on a moment. Was Maloney on the field?
Well, I spoke to the referees after it happened last week when Corey Parker, or the week before when Corey Parker went back on.
Well,
and they said he shouldn't have been able to kick the goal.
Well, if he wasn't out there, he can't kick now, can he?
Well, Corey Parker did a couple of weeks ago when they played St George in the last round.
No, against the Melbourne Storm.
It was Melbourne Storm. I can't believe that this is 2 weeks in a row I've seen the same. A player kicking the goal that wasn't on the field.
I didn't see him go back on. And I saw Jackson Hastings playing way out to the left as basically the 5'8". So he's on the sideline now, 23 metres out. And the try has already been scored. He wasn't there.
I thought we ironed this out last week. Brisbane versus Storm, Corey Parker. 18-12 is the score. And here's Orbison. Getting rid of player after player, breaking another tackle. Here's Moa. On the 30-metre line. Orbison, Pearce, Cordner. They might be thinking of a long shot here. They are. There goes the kick off the boot of Maloney. And the referee waves it away. Time off has been called.
We've got 2 balls that's already been kicked. We got time off
It
anyway.
was good thinking, just poor execution.
Wait for him to be onside.
7 points, you would have just about wrapped this game up. Panthers still hoping to send this into extra time. They can get a converted try themselves with Mansour taking ball back from the restart. Moylan, the dummy half, goes the same way to Manu.
Brett Finch, sideline, a comment.
Yeah, don't worry about James Maloney. Let's focus on Mitchell Pearce. He cops plenty of criticism, Mitchell, which I think is unfair, but he stepped up here, not only with the try, but a fantastic try-saving tackle in the corner. You ask anyone that plays with him, they absolutely love the bloke. Massive effort from Pearcey.
That's so, Brett. I'm not going to even attempt to argue with you about Mitchell Pearce, but I'm concerned about a player taking the kick at goal that wasn't on the field when the try was scored. And this is 2 weeks in a row we've been talking about the same thing. Last week I was told you can't do it.
There's a chance.
Here is Smith, and he's almost through. 38 metres out from the line. Brent Kite takes it up. Sauer joins in, puts a little kick in. Minicello's back there trying to put a cover over it. The ball comes bouncing back into the field of play. What's happened here? Penrith think they've scored a try.
Dean Farray is claiming it.
Try. Okay, on tackle 5.
He's got a try.
Look at the touch
saying
line.
there's a try.
See if it goes in the touch from Minicello.
Well, everybody had given up on it.
Well, this is a kick that they have tried on a couple of occasions for Wateni Zalesniak. And Anthony Minicello believed this was going over the sideline, so we need to see how it comes back. Jamie Sauer, not much room to work in, dribbles it through. In behind Tupou, Wateni Zalesniak throws the ball back.
It's gone backwards.
Now, with
He's
the ball
placed-
on the line,
He's placed hands on the ball on the line, and that would be a try. The ball is on the line. Now let's watch this.
bounces up, knocks it.
Everything's okay.
Oh,
Wow.
hang on. Did the ball leave the hand by the time that the foot touched the ground?
Well, let's watch it again.
I think his feet are in the air.
Just watch his right foot when he gets... Okay, he's got his hands there, but does he deliver the ball back in time?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
This ball is on the line. He puts downward pressure on a ball that's on the ground. This is a try. Jared Maxwell, he had no hesitation in saying a try, but he definitely had to check it. There's no doubt about that.
That's incredible from the young winger. That is incredible. Anthony Minicello playing his 300th game. He may never have seen that before.
Well, he didn't see this either.
Didn't see
Look
it
at the people
coming.
in the crowd. They can't believe it.
And we have got a kick from Jamie Sauer here.
Of monumental proportions. That's got a piece of the chalk.
Wow.
What are they looking at? We've been through it now for about 5 occasions. It's a try. Penrith have got themselves a 4-pointer. Look at the crowd. The Panthers have travelled down from the mountains. Well, where the ball was placed on the line. So we're back at Allianz for a cliffhanger of a finish. This kick to level, it's on its way, it's looking good. Jamie Sauer has kicked the goal from almost on the sideline, and there's 2 minutes to go. This is a crazy game we play.
It's a bit different to what we saw last night, Ray. Jamie Sauer.
Getting back to Maloney, look at Jamie, a scream of delight.
Now, we have got a bit of an update about the kick concerning Corey Parker and Maloney tonight, but we'll leave that till a bit later. As we've got the restart from Maloney now, taken by Moylan. He finds McKendry. Can they get to the other end close enough to try and kick a one-pointer to win this?
Seguiaro. Here's Idris. Barging his way out towards 20, but the Roosters aim up with the muscle. Now it's come away for Mansour, and Mansour will be made to play the ball. This is their third tackle gone. So Seguiaro, I don't think they're going to get a chance to take a shot at goal. And after this one, they're going to have to kick long. It's 18 all with under 2 minutes to go. And Soward puts, Tupou all but knocked on. And Minicello goes long immediately with the hands to Tuivasa-Sheck. 30 metres out from their own line. Minicello. Pierce to Maloney. Maloney then to Tupou. Tupou trying to spin out of it. Got the ball away. Cordner.
It's good defence again.
So now out goes Maloney from dummy half. Takes Jennings with him. Right on the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Roosters.
Lost ball.
Lost ball. So now they're going to get a chance, you would think. I definitely won't say loose head and feed.
Well, they need to set
he's gone. The space cadet's gone.
They need to
If you want time off, then stay there.
They're taking time to set the scrum.
Now stay there. Stay there.
Well, they wasted 10 seconds there.
Well, the setup for their field goals all year is the ball goes to the left to Soward, then he switches the play to Moyle
It's me. You
on
can
the
stand
right
up.
side.
Time's off. You can stand up if you want. Let's go.
Brad, where are you? I've lost you. And I'm missing you.
The Space Cadet has landed. He's with the Finch. This is where it's all happening, Ray. Down at grass level.
Thanks for sending him down, boys.
Finch and Fittler, the company, operating again. Thank God. So, look at your timepiece. 45 seconds to go. Bring Clayton to the 40-metre line. That's the second. Now they've got 20 seconds to go. McKendry, that's 3.
Now he's pointing Jamie Soward for his players to go to the other side. That's the way. So it opens up his left boot. He's on the preferred side now. He'll have one dip at this.
Played by Murdoch, Masilla.
It's a slow play.
It's gone to Moylan. Moylan, he runs to be tackled by Cordner.
Soward now.
Now it's down to 15. That earlier time I gave you was wrong. The kick from Soward. The kick from Soward. It's a goal. It's a goal. A field goal for Soward. The hero for Penrith. A conversion and a drop goal. Wow. Penrith have gone absolutely berserk. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Jamie Soward, former Rooster, and here's the kick-off, and up goes Watene Zelezniak.
That's okay, it's full time.
He's batted it over the sideline, and the Panthers, they get up and win. 19-18. And poor old Gus is in Townsville, listening to the mayhem, unable to argue.